Nowadays, stress has become more common than ever. A busy life, work pressure, financial worries, and relationships, all of these can push us into prolonged stress. But did you know that stress doesn't just affect your mind? It can have serious impacts on your physical health as well. Do you often feel exhausted, struggle with sleep, get irritated easily, or lose motivation? If so, stress might be affecting you more than you realize. In this video, we'll explore the warning signs that stress is impacting your body, mind, and behavior, the science behind these stress responses, and most importantly, effective ways to reduce stress, regain balance, and bring peace back into your life. Take a few minutes for yourself, relax, and let's find out how to manage stress together. A. Physical signs. 1. Persistent headaches, neck, and shoulder pain. Physiological causes. When under stress, the sympathetic nervous system becomes overactive, causing muscle tension, particularly in the neck, shoulders, and head. Constriction of blood vessels in the head leads to tension headaches. Reduced blood flow to the brain causes aching pain and a heavy sensation in the head. Signs to look for: a dull or tight band-like headache around the head, muscle tension in the neck and shoulders, sometimes extending to the upper back, headaches occurring in the afternoon or after stressful work sessions. Real-life case: John, Austin, Texas, a financial analyst, spends long hours on his computer with high-pressure deadlines. He often experiences neck stiffness and headaches in the late afternoon, especially after intense meetings. Solutions and benefits: neck and shoulder stretching exercises, relieves muscle tension and improves blood circulation. Self-massage with a tennis ball. Placing a tennis ball behind the neck and leaning against a wall helps reduce stiffness. Warm showers or heat therapy. Heat relaxes muscles and reduces tension. Peppermint or lavender essential oils helps dilate blood vessels and quickly ease headaches. 2. Chronic fatigue and lack of motivation. Physiological causes. Overactive adrenal glands cause the body to stay in fight or flight mode, leading to energy depletion. Fluctuating cortisol levels result in exhaustion, even without strenuous activity. Blood sugar imbalance makes it harder to maintain energy levels and focus. Signs to look for: feeling drained even without heavy physical activity, difficulty concentrating, frequent forgetfulness or brain fog, loss of motivation at work and lack of interest in previous hobbies. Personal experience: Emma, Chicago, Illinois, a high school teacher, often feels exhausted midday and lacks the enthusiasm she once had for teaching, even after a full night's sleep. Solutions and benefits: 5-minute morning meditation helps regulate the nervous system and reduce fatigue. 10-minute walk in sunlight increases vitamin D and serotonin, boosting energy levels. Hydration and magnesium-rich foods, almonds, bananas, stabilizes blood sugar and reduces fatigue. Avoiding caffeine in the afternoon prevents disruptions to the sleep cycle, which can worsen fatigue the next day. 3. Insomnia and poor sleep quality. Physiological causes: elevated cortisol at night suppresses melatonin, making it difficult for the brain to relax. Overactive sympathetic nervous system leads to increased heart rate, making it harder to fall asleep. Overthinking activates the amygdala, keeping the brain in a state of alertness even when exhausted. Signs to look for: taking 30+ minutes to fall asleep, waking up multiple times during the night, waking up feeling tired despite getting enough sleep. Real-life situation: Michael, Los Angeles, California, a startup entrepreneur, lies in bed but can't fall asleep even when exhausted. He often wakes up at 3 to 4 a.m. feeling anxious. Solutions and benefits: turning off screens 1 hour before bed, reduces blue light exposure, allowing melatonin production to rise naturally. 4-7-8 breathing technique slows the heart rate and activates the parasympathetic nervous system, helping the body relax. Listening to 4-3-2 Hertz music or nature sounds lowers beta brainwaves, linked to anxiety, and promotes alpha waves, relaxation. Avoiding heavy meals and alcohol before bed improves deep sleep quality and reduces nighttime awakenings. 4. Digestive issues, stomach pain, constipation, or diarrhea. Physiological causes. Stress inhibits digestion, reducing blood flow to the intestines, leading to stomach pain and bloating. Imbalance in gut microbiome affects digestion efficiency. Stress-induced gut contractions cause either diarrhea or constipation. Signs to look for: unexplained stomach pain and acid reflux, irregular bowel movements, frequent diarrhea or constipation, bloating, indigestion, and a heavy stomach feeling. Real-life example: Sophia, New York City, New York. A media professional frequently experiences bloating and stomach cramps when dealing with high-pressure deadlines. Solutions and benefits: diaphragmatic breathing exercises, reduces stomach spasms and improves digestion. Fermented foods, yogurt, kimchi, restores gut bacteria balance, enhancing digestion. Ginger or peppermint tea eases stomach cramps, relieves bloating, and supports gut function. B. Psychological and emotional signs. Excessive anxiety, unexplained restlessness. Physiological causes: chronic stress leads to excessive production of cortisol and adrenaline, activating the amygdala, the brain's anxiety center, keeping you in a heightened state of alertness. Reduced serotonin and dopamine, two key neurotransmitters that regulate mood, make you more prone to stress without a clear reason. Imbalance in the HPA axis, hypothalamic pituitary adrenal axis, causes the brain to overreact to normal situations. Signs to identify: overthinking, struggling to control negative thoughts, constant restlessness, feeling on edge, easily startled, feeling anxious even when everything seems fine. Real-life situation: Olivia, Seattle, Washington. A marketing specialist, often worries about work at night, fearing she made mistakes even when there's no evidence of it. This leads to sleepless nights and exhaustion the next day. Solutions and benefits: mindfulness meditation helps reduce amygdala activity, improving anxiety control. Journaling your worries. Writing down negative thoughts helps clear them from your mind, providing a sense of calm. 5-4-3-2-1 grounding technique. Focus on 5 things you see, 4 things you touch, 3 things you hear, 2 things you smell, 1 thing you taste. Brings your mind back to the present, reducing anxiety quickly. 2. Irritability, short temper. Over small issues. Physiological causes: low serotonin and oxytocin, 2 chemicals that help regulate positive emotions, make you more impatient. High cortisol levels stimulate the sympathetic nervous system, making you overreact to minor things. Reduced activity in the prefrontal cortex, responsible for rational decision-making, makes it harder to control impulses, leading to sudden emotional outbursts. Signs to identify: getting annoyed over small things, e.g., waiting in line, minor noises, snapping at family, colleagues, or friends without a valid reason, feeling like you're exploding emotionally, even if you weren't like this before. Real-life situation: James, New York City, New York, a software engineer, has been snapping at coworkers over simple questions. He knows he's overreacting, but struggles to control his emotions. Solutions and benefits: pause and breathe. Technique: inhale for 4 seconds, hold for 4 seconds, exhale for 4 seconds. Helps delay impulsive reactions, giving you time to think before responding. Light exercise: walking, yoga, swimming. Releases endorphins, making you feel more relaxed. Listening to 528 Hz music or classical music helps stabilize brainwaves, soothing negative emotions. 3. Lack of motivation. Feeling like everything is meaningless. Physiological causes: decreased dopamine, the neurotransmitter responsible for excitement and motivation. High cortisol levels impair prefrontal cortex function, making it harder to plan or find meaning in things. An overactive sympathetic nervous system makes you feel exhausted even before starting a task. Signs to identify: losing interest in hobbies and activities you once enjoyed. Feeling like work or daily tasks are meaningless. Constant procrastination, struggling to complete tasks. Real-life situation: Ethan, San Francisco, California. Used to be passionate about his work, but recently he has lost all motivation. He procrastinates and feels directionless. Solutions and benefits: break goals into small steps, micro goals. Reduces pressure and makes tasks more manageable. 5-minute rule: work for 5 minutes, then stop if you don't want to continue. Helps kickstart motivation by getting you to take the first step. Exposure to morning sunlight. Boosts serotonin production, improving mood and energy levels. 4. Persistent sadness, frequent crying, signs of depression. Physiological causes: low levels of serotonin, dopamine, and oxytocin, leading to prolonged sadness. High cortisol damages the hippocampus, making negative memories more vivid and recurring. Sleep deprivation due to stress disrupts hormonal balance, making you more emotionally sensitive. Signs to identify: feeling empty or crying easily for no clear reason. Avoiding social interactions. Having persistent negative thoughts about yourself. Real-life situation: Sophia, Miami, Florida. Constantly feels sad and avoids talking to people. She often cries at night without understanding why. Solutions and benefits: gratitude. Journaling helps reframe negative thoughts and improve mood. Connecting with loved ones increases oxytocin levels, making you feel safe and supported. Exercising for at least 15 minutes a day stimulates dopamine production, enhancing mood. C. Signs of behavior 1. Disrupted daily habits, irregular sleep, uncontrolled eating. Physiological causes: prolonged stress increases cortisol production, disrupting the biological clock and leading to oversleeping or insomnia. Imbalance of serotonin increases cravings for sugary and high-carb foods, causing binge eating or loss of appetite. The sympathetic nervous system remains overstimulated, making relaxation difficult and leading to frequent nighttime awakenings. Signs to recognize: oversleeping or chronic insomnia. Uncontrolled eating habits, frequent cravings for sweets and fast food. Loss of hunger signals or irregular eating patterns. Real-life situation: Emma, Los Angeles, California, works in finance. Recently, she has struggled with sleep, frequently waking up at night, worrying about work. When stressed, she tends to binge on sweets for comfort, but later regrets it due to rapid weight gain. Solutions and benefits: practice. Sleep hygiene: avoid blue light exposure before bed. Turn off electronic devices 30 minutes before sleeping to support melatonin production. Balanced diet: eat foods rich in tryptophan, almonds, oats, eggs, to boost serotonin, stabilize mood, and control cravings. Fixed sleep schedule: going to bed and waking up at the same time daily helps reset the biological clock. 2. Social withdrawal: avoiding interactions. Physiological causes: reduced oxytocin, the social bonding hormone, makes social interactions feel less rewarding. Increased cortisol causes fatigue, making solitude seem preferable to socializing. An overwhelmed nervous system makes socializing feel like a burden rather than a pleasure. Signs to recognize: avoiding friends and declining invitations, even for activities once enjoyed. Feeling exhausted by social interactions. Spending excessive time alone, becoming increasingly isolated. Real-life situation: Michael, Austin, Texas, used to be an outgoing person who loved social gatherings. Recently, however, he feels drained when interacting with others, frequently turning off his phone and making excuses to avoid meetups. Solutions and benefits: opt for small gatherings. Helps reactivate oxytocin, without feeling overwhelmed. Stay connected. Virtually. Sending texts or making calls maintains social bonds without the pressure of in-person interactions. Engage in gentle activities with a friend. A simple walk with a close friend can release endorphins and ease social stress. 3. Uncontrolled behaviors. Smoking, drinking, social media addiction, impulse shopping. Physiological causes. Low dopamine levels drive the urge to seek temporary stimulation for stress relief. High cortisol levels impair the nervous system, making impulsive emotional actions more likely. A dysregulated brain reward system, mesolimbic pathway, increases susceptibility to addictive behaviors. Signs to recognize: using alcohol, smoking, or junk food as stress relief. Spending excessive hours on social media without control. Impulsive shopping for unnecessary items. Real-life situation: Sarah, Chicago, Illinois, feels overwhelmed by work stress. To cope, she spends hours watching TikTok and indulges in uncontrolled online shopping, unknowingly racking up significant credit card debt. Solutions and benefits. The 10-minute rule. When feeling the urge for an unhealthy habit, pause for 10 minutes and reflect on whether it is truly necessary. Replace negative habits with exercise. Physical activity boosts natural dopamine, reducing the need for unhealthy rewards. Limit exposure to triggers. If addicted to social media, use apps that track and limit screen time. 4. Overworking or complete lack of motivation. Physiological causes. Some people respond to stress by overworking to distract themselves, while others lose motivation entirely. Dopamine and cortisol imbalance leads to either overstimulation or complete burnout. Reduced prefrontal cortex function impairs focus, making procrastination more likely. Signs to recognize: working excessively without taking breaks. Or on the contrary, procrastinating and lacking motivation. Feeling exhausted and low on energy. Real-life situation: Daniel, Denver, Colorado, works 12 hours a day without breaks. But when he gets home, he feels completely drained and unable to do anything else. Solutions and benefits. Set clear. Work-life boundaries. Define working hours and stick to them. Use the Pomodoro technique. Work for 25 minutes, then take a 5-minute break to prevent burnout. Practice meditation or journaling. Helps manage stress and restore balance. Through this video, we've explored stress, its effects on the body, signs to recognize, and ways to manage it. I hope the insights I've shared will help you better understand and cope with stress. However, if you experience prolonged stress that significantly affects your physical and mental health, don't hesitate to seek advice from a doctor or mental health professional for proper support. Thank you for watching. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe so you won't miss more useful content in the future. See you in the next video.